Hurts or Mahomes?
You can't compare the
Advantage.
two. That's a stupid question.
It is a dumb question, but I need you to answer it.
That's
Hey guys, this is your favorite neighborhood gambler, Moss Money. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you're into gambling, if you're into winning money at gambling, hell, if you love talking Eagles, this is the channel and the videos for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the shows. Do you got to be a goat to kill a goat? Let me ask you that. Do you have to be a goat to kill a goat? No, just got to be a butcher, right?
we've
Just
done it
got to
once.
be a butcher.
Done it once.
Not at once.
No, I said we've done it once.
We done it once. Yes, we have. We
So
have. By what did he say to that? I thought I saw something he talked about. Winning 3 championships in a row, almost damn near impossible with the odds of that. But razor thin, Brady said, razor thin execution that you cannot allow to happen. So let me bring up the QB ratings real quick between Mahomes and Hurts, and I think it might surprise some of you guys of how close this is. So just a quick comparison. Let's just kill the grade, right? I know people don't like PFFF, but I think this is a good snapshot of what we've seen from Mahomes and Hurts so far. Power ratings 7-4. Power rating rank first and 10th. Passer rating under pressure 77% versus Hurts 68, and passer rating clean. Hurts actually a lot better, 118.1, and passing rating 109.9. I'm sorry, for Mahomes. So where am I getting at, or where is this kind of prefixing for us to talk about the quarterback matchup? And I think it goes like this. Let me bring up a little. What we got? Let's talk about it, bro. Mahomes has seen every defense, damn near every scheme. Everybody's talked about the 8-0, right, versus Fangio. I think that gets kind of thrown out the door when we get to the Super Bowl. But in clutch moments, and we've seen in our time a lot of clutch performers. Is Mahomes the clutchest performer you've seen in the big stage?
no.
A little stutter there.
No, I mean 28-3 is still the greatest comeback ever. So
Yeah.
I'm look, man, I'm sorry. I'm one of those guys. Like, I can recognize the greatness. You're in the conversation for sure. You've supplemented yourself to be where you're at. But 7 Super Bowls is 7 Super Bowls. And
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, if the guy really wanted to, I feel like he could kind of hop back down there and still sling it, halfway with the best of them. Might be a little bit better than Jalen Hurts from a clean pocket, but it's just I think Mahomes is special. I think the run that they have is special. I think the combination with Andy Reid is special. That cannot be, thrown under the rug. Like, as much
Yes, sir.
as much credit as Belichick got, Andy Reid deserves more, considering he's actually calling the plays, whereas Belichick coached the opposite side of the football. So I don't know. I mean, I think that this is eerily similar to what we've seen. I think the NFL, history is bound to repeat itself. The NFL is an ebb and flow league. So in the early 2000s, amidst Andy's phenomenal 4 NFC Championship appearances, there was a chance for the Patriots to three-peat. And it was Ben Roethlisberger in his rookie year who took him out in 2005 in the AFC Championship game and stopped that. So I think the biggest factor that I think is kind of cool in this is the fact that Mahomes has to beat the Eagles twice in order to complete this three-peat. So 2022, he gets the win last year against the Niners. And then this year, you have what you have. I think, Mahomes is as beatable as Brady was in the Super Bowl in 2017. Take that as what you will. I mean, the guy is, if you give the guy, I think I read an article, I think this was from Jimmy Kemsky, on a mailbag question. One guy was like, would you rather have the Eagles down by 4 with 2 minutes to go, or the Eagles up by 6 with 2 minutes to go? And he's like, whoever, would want to give Mahomes the chance, you're absolutely senile. Like,
I was about to say, give me us down.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather,
give me us
as much
down.
as I believe in the defense, and I think that that's our strongest point of the team, I'd still put the ball in Jalen Hurts' arms and be like, yeah, go win the game. Go win the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have the playmakers. That's what we're built for. I just think he's in that category now. He's in that Brady Manning category. He's in the Marino, the Breeze, the guy that, you look across and you look at that clock and you just keep looking down because you know that if you give him anything, I mean, 13 seconds, that was crazy, but still, it's just what they do with little time is astounding.
And I love everything that you prefix for Mahomes, but can we not say the same thing about Jalen? Right? I mean, what Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts are doing is special, right? 48-20 in regular season and 5-3 in the postseason. I think he's top 4 in wins as a head coach. This is the second Super Bowl in 3 years, right? I mean, they're putting together a conversation now. We have to get over the hump. We have to win the big one.
Yeah, I think that you can't even put the two in the same category, just like we didn't put Andy in Bill's category until he got one. So that's kind of I think Sirianni should be thrown more in the Harbaugh-Tomlin conversation if you're going to get him anywhere near there. Dan Campbell as well, as a true CEO head coach.
Yeah.
I really think that this game is essential, as corny as it sounds, it's essential to the future of Hurts and Sirianni. If they lose 2 together, that's just going to be really, really hard to bounce back from. If you allow the three-peat, everybody keeps saying, well, if the Chiefs three-peat, that's the story. Well, look at what the 2022 Super Bowl loss did to the Eagles. I mean, it really just it took a lot out of the team. It's a long process. It's a hard road. It's a long road to get to. And, as much as I hate to say this, this early in the show, the Eagles have one option on Sunday, and that's win the football game.
Yeah, it's win.
Next season, it's not even going to be close to this. It won't be close. They will not have the perfect combination of everything happening at the same time like the Kansas City Chiefs do. And I think that spins back around to because they have the combination of Reed and Mahomes.
And the funny thing is, I love that thought process, because not only you think about today and tomorrow, because to me, and I said this in earlier show, if the Eagles win this game on Sunday, I think you see the changing of the guard and the start of what I consider our possibly opening of a dynasty in terms of us, where we win multiple Super Bowls in the next 2 to 3 years, because that tells me like our window is now, obviously, and the way that Howie's built this team. And not even that. Now this is a destination for people who want to come here. We all heard the Myles Garrett thing, and we've already went, and people have already come back and said, Myles Garrett, hey, you never know, right? We saw the Max Crosby thing, right, with the eagle in there. Wherever that means, I don't know, right? But still in all, people want to come and play in Philadelphia.
They do, but it still has that. Some guys are still, whether they want to admit it or not, are still a little scared to put it all on the line for a fan base like this. That
it's different to play here.
Zach Bond could be the complete opposite. I mean, he could have a couple. He could be what he was supposed to be, which was a rotational linebacker and a special teams ace, and he could miss a couple tackles and possibly let up one kick return touchdown. Everybody would say he sucks. So, and now he's in the running for NFL.
He probably has, right? That scenario's probably had in New Orleans.
No, he doesn't play special teams, but
in New Orleans when he was in
sure. Yeah. Like I said, if he was, came in with the expectations that were set for him and didn't exceed those, to NFL Defensive Player of the Year, I just think this is much more of a destiny ride than 2022 was. This feels a lot more like 17 in a sense of just they dominated the whole way. There just wasn't a change in the guard at quarterback. I just think that
who did they play before? They had it. What was it? Double doink? Was that the game before the Vikings?
The Falcons game is the one where Jalen Mills may or may not have.
Oh, with Julio
Jones.
Yeah, with Julio in the corner, in the right-hand corner.
Yeah. And then they opened up the season against him this year. After that, the same play happened again.
No, see, it's funny you say that, and I think we're kind of moving off the quarterbacks, but I think it's a good conversation. You know what? I don't know if does this feel like 2017?
Well, no, because 2017 was truly lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, I don't think it feels like 2017.
2017 taught you how to be where you're at today, just like 2004, 2005.
But there's only 4 guys left from that team, right? From that Super Bowl team. It's It's only like 4 or
Jake
5
Elliott,
guys.
Rick Lovato, Lane Johnson,
And Graham. Yeah, and BJ.
Jake
So
Elliott might not have even. No, he wasn't on the team because that was his rookie year.
yeah. So I mean, yeah.
I think what I'm trying to say is that though is 2017 was the first one. You got to get
Yes.
over that hump in order to even set the tone for what the standard is.
Yes.
2022 was a young coach with experienced veterans that just seemed to work out, and they played really well. Now
Yeah.
you have a QB who has been there and lost, a head coach that has been there and lost, star
Yes.
receivers that have been there and lost,
Yes.
a tight end that's been there and lost, an offensive line that is a mix, right? You got one guy, Mekhi Becton, who's right there with Saquon Barkley. Just winning makes them happy. I mean, just being a part of that is insane.
Yeah.
So I think what we're seeing is this goes back to 2004 where Andy and Joe Banner set up everything for us. And that got us to 2017. Once you reach over the hump, the formula changes. So 2022 was a different kind of way we reached that by having top paid players at certain positions. Now we're in the Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts making the money that he's making, A.J. Brown being a top receiver, Devontae Smith being a top receiver. You know what I mean? Like, you see what I'm getting at? It's a completely different kind of method, but this year just feels more like I said, man, they're an off-the-bus football team. I mean, Kansas City is phenomenal, and I actually think they're more explosive than they were in the last Super Bowl.
They are.
Even though their roster would say that they are, but their plays are actually even less. They're
yeah, exactly. I was about to say they can be.
Patrick Mahomes is last in the league in passes of 20+ air yards or more. So they're dipping and dunking. But Brady did that to his best for years and has multiple rings for it. They have really good defense. So I just think it's different now. I don't think it's a QB on QB thing anymore because I think Fangio brings such veteran leadership on the defensive side of the ball that Sirianni just gets to walk around and tell every player, like, look, just stay focused. I've been up 10. I've blown that lead. You know, like they're a much more refined team.
So full circle. Hurts or Mahomes?
Can't compare the two. That's a stupid question.
It is a dumb question, but I need you to answer it.
That's one is in the conversation with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and one gets compared to Daniel Jones if you really refine some stats. But
all right, advantage Chiefs. That's all I need. You can call it dumb all you want. That's all I need, brother.
Stupid question.
All I need. Let's answer the motherfucking question.
I'll would tell you Bo Nix is better.
Let's answer the motherfucking question. That's all I want to know.